and welcome to episode 4, I think. Yeah, it's episode 4 of my knitting and crocheting podcast. My name is Sharon. I'm coming from Arlington, Texas. If you're a new viewer, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome also. Hope you enjoy this very short podcast, I believe. I always say that, but they end up being kind of long. Quick update before I start on my knitting. If you want, you can forward it to, I don't know, just forward it to whatever time. I look a mess today. Yeah. I just got back from my doctor's appointment. I went to my obstetrics appointment, which is like my high risk doctor. She did an ultrasound like she does every month. I'm happy to say that I'm not getting a C-section. She said, unless there's other complications, no C-section. My placenta moved out of the way. I started off with complete previa, then partial previa, and now I have no previa. So I'm excited about that. I'm very happy that I'm not having a C-section so far. Well, besides that, the baby is measuring large. I'm not surprised. He's 4 pounds and 7 ounces, and I think I'm like 32? Gonna be 33 weeks. Gordo. He's upset. He's making himself known. Gordo, look. Look, Gordo. Who is it? Bless you. You're so handsome. You're so handsome. Yeah, so sorry for the baby talk. He's just looking at me like I'm crazy. Okay, anyway, yeah, so that's the good news I have. I do have some bad news, but I'm not too scared because I am towards the end of my pregnancy. Like, I still have a month or so, but still. They prescribed some medication because, like I said, I had gestational diabetes. So lately, the last week or so, it's been kind of high. Even fasting, it's been in the hundreds. 104, 103. So they prescribed some medication. I forgot what's it called. Glyce something. But I'm supposed to take it twice a day. Hopefully that helps me and controls it. I do not want to get on insulin. So normally I don't have diabetes when I'm not pregnant. Anyway, that's it for my pregnancy. So now to the knitting and crocheting part. I'm a different view today. Today you can see my ugly sofa. I had to do it this way because in this corner, like, I'm putting my stand for my like camera, and my son can't hit it. I tried a different way, but he kept coming with the stroller and smacking into it and kept moving it. So as you can see, he's moving me. So he just made it dark in here. You want to bump into everything, huh? There we go. Let me see if that. Oh, there we go. Okay, so he's kind of hyper. He's happy because we were out today all morning with his dad. His father went to work late, so he went with me. He usually takes me to my doctor's appointment. He's very helpful. Which I'm not happy that they're starting to be 1 week now, especially with the diabetes medication. She wants to see me once a week, and my other OBGYN wants to see me twice a week. He's gonna get mad right now because he dropped the controller. Okay, now to the knitting and crocheting podcast episode part. Works in progress. I have no, like, I have none that I'm done with. I do not have any finished objects. So let's start. Oops, now I'm hitting the camera. Okay, this is my raglan sweater. I'm not working on it. It's the same. I'm not even going to show it. I have not been working on it, honestly. It's like I work on it when I feel like it. And then, what do I have in here? Besides my wallet. Since I take these. Oh, okay. I have some socks that I casted on. I know, I said I wasn't gonna do socks and I keep doing them. I get bored of doing the same thing, so I do stuff. And I'm not gonna work them toe up because obviously I'm not good at it. I'm working on them top down. So here we go. Sorry, this is my guide that I use. I leave it long because I don't use stitch markers that much. I should, but I leave it so I know which side I started on. Here's the sock. This is I already finished the cuff part, so I'm doing the bottom part, and I'm doing them on 4 needles, as you can see. And these are my Chaogu knitting needles, DPNs. And I probably showed this already, but I'm gonna show it again. This is the yarn I'm using. I really like it. And I did separate them into 2 balls already, so I can have them ready. And I'm using, what am I using? I'm using, oh, this sofa like moves. I'm using 1.5, so it's 2.5 millimeter. They're kind of small. That's why it's taking me longer, because I'm not really, you know, working on them like crazy. And I already forgot what's in this bag. Oh, my Captain America bag. Oh, yeah. My shawl. I have not worked on my shawl either. I'm very bad. I'm being bad. But I think since the last time I showed it, it's a bit bigger, because I think I did work for it for about like a few days, like 3 days. Then I stopped, and I haven't picked them back up. So here it is. I don't know if you guys can see it. There's a shawl. I like the way it's working up, down actually. I want to say down. So I'm showing it this way because this is the top part and this is the bottom part, obviously. But this is the way that it's being worked. And I love my little stitch marker that I showed last time. But yeah, this is working out pretty well. I am a slow knitter right now. This is all I have, my works in progress, my whips. I don't have very much. I don't have the energy. I have the time somewhat, I want to say, but I don't really have the energy to do it. I'm just not in the mood, which is sad. Yeah. As you can see, I have my hands full with my son. He's right now, I think he's watching Moana. Yeah, he's watching Moana, so he's very into the movie, which I don't like him getting that close. I usually try to put him further away, but right now he's taking advantage because I am busy. But he loves that movie. He loves the beginning when when she's a little girl and she goes into the ocean. Yeah. I just got a text. So I'm looking at my phone like it's a confirmation of a payment I made. So yeah, so as you can see, you have a better view of my knitting stuff, crocheting stuff. I have a mess, a big mess. And my printer's in the bottom. That's when I print out my patterns and things like that. So that's pretty much it. I have not received the yarn that I had ordered. I rechecked the date that they're supposed to send it out, and it's July 11th. I'm still not gonna have time to work on it. Hi, sweetie. Work on it before I have, you know, before I needed it. So I'm kind of bummed about that. I guess, I don't know. You know, I don't know if this happens to you as, you, whoever's watching. I don't know if it happens to you, but you're knitting and you want to start everything, and you start everything and then you just like put everything down and you're like, okay, you last like a week or less than a week, a few days without knitting and crocheting. What, baby? And then you pick it back up. That's me right now. I guess, like I said, my patience is very short. Also, I wanted to say, I want to start making a table runner for my table. I have the lace, the size, what is it, 0? The 0 thread. And I can't find any good table runners that I like. I don't know. And those require very small needles. So that's gonna take me a while. If I don't have patience for the thicker yarn, for the DK or worsted yarn, I don't have patience for that. So I really want to start getting rid of that yarn that I have there. There's some of it that's really cheap yarn, like this purple one right here. I have 3 skeins of it. I got it because I went to Joann's. They had them in the bin where they have like these plastics and they mark them down. They were like $2 for 3 of the huge skeins. So I was like, oh cool, you know, at the time I thought it's a good idea. But honestly, I'm like, what do I do with them? I can't really do very much. I can't make a blanket because it's not enough. I can't make a baby blanket because it's too like rough. It's not baby. It's not the soft kind. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I was thinking of making like a crocheting, what's it called? Those blankets, the granny stitch blankets that you put different kinds of like your leftover yarn. I was thinking of starting one of those. Now, you'll probably most likely, if I start crocheting something, you'll see me finish that before I finish these. Crocheting is just mindless to me. It's so easy and fast, and I'll do it in a few hours. I could do a whole blanket in a few hours. Like, I don't know if I showed this in my other videos, but this took me a day. And I didn't spend all day on it. It took me like a day and a half, I want to say, because I did stop in between. I wasn't like just working on it all day, but I work on it so fast, and it's crocheted. It's with that thick, the blanket yarn. This one here. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's too bright. There we go. See, and it's pretty. It's fairly big. I mean, it's big. See, it's not like, whoops, it's not like it's a small little thing. It's pretty big. And this is what I leave in the living room. It's a corner to corner blanket. And it took me, it was so quick. Like so quick. And I put it down on my leather, because I have a leather sofa that I hate, that I want to change now. Because it's old. It's not because it's leather, it's just old. I use it to sit on it. Gordo! He gets excited because of the movie. So I use it to sit on it because I hate sitting on leather, especially when I'm wearing shorts. And Texas does get hot, even though my AC is at 72 right now, 71, and I'm still hot. I'm still very hot. I guess because I went outside and it was like hot this morning. And my AC in my car is like super cold, and I am so thankful for that, because when I'm in my boyfriend's truck, it's cold, but not that cold. And my car, AC is awesome. Gordo, what's wrong, my love? What's wrong? He probably wants me to turn it up. Oh, but he dropped the controller. I put it down so that I could make the video and you guys don't have all that noise in the background. I keep hitting it now. But yeah, so I also wanted to show, sorry if my face is all up, oops, in the camera. I have this bag here that has my yarn that I need to cake. Like, I have a bunch of this yarn, the Caron cakes, and I have a huge roll of the same color up there already caked up. I'm gonna make a blanket with this, even though to me it's kind of rough, but I'll probably make a corner to corner blanket with this one. I was crocheting like a little cute bag with this, but I don't know. It was a single crochet. See, this is what I didn't like. That part, this part. I like the bottom part, but once it got into that beige part, it's ugly. I don't know. I didn't like all these spots. So, like I said, it's very tightly knit. It's a small needle, but I'm probably gonna do it. I was gonna do it up to probably like this big, and then, you know, just a cute little bag, but I'm gonna probably undo it. that's what I end up doing. I didn't spend that much time doing it anyway. It's just tightly crocheted. So yeah, so that's just, you know, examples of like stuff that I need to cake up. Even this one I need to cake up because it's a disaster. And see, they're in this bag because when I moved, my boyfriend decided to just grab all my yarn and throw it in plastic bags. I was kind of mad because I was like, you just tangled up most of my yarn. And I wasn't too happy about it. So I am deciding, I think I am going to do like a crochet blanket because I do have a bunch of these little leftover yarns. This is from some socks I made for my mom. I have them on my Instagram. Like, I have a picture of them. I have here also my Knit Picks sport weight yarn for dyeing. Since I did say I dabble a little bit in dyeing, but like I said, I don't use all those up there are dyes. They're the jacquard, whatever you call them, jacquard dyes, acid dyes. Like I said, I'm not using them right now because of the pregnancy. So I was using Kool-Aid. I mentioned that before. But this one, I'm gonna order some more. I'm gonna order a lot. I'm gonna order it from different kind because this one's like too yellow for me, like too beige. And I'm honestly want to do more white base. So I'm probably gonna end up doing that so I can dye more yarn. So that's that bag. I have more things in there. See, that's why I was thinking of doing that little blanket. I have leftover. I have so many leftover. Okay. Just a lot. This is sock. This is not leftover. This can make a whole sock and a half or something. I have single, what is it called? One sock syndrome. Sometimes. This sock I made for my boyfriend a while back ago, and I never made the second one. I don't have one of those sock thingies. See, I didn't like that. That's why I never made the second one, because I said I was gonna undo it and make another one, make it again. It fits him perfect, but he has big feet. But I didn't like that. Yep. Oh, and look at my crochets. Oh, I hate that. There we go. See, this was for my son. I don't know if I showed this before, but I had made this for him. He has a big head. He was a preemie, considered a preemie, even though he was 7 pounds and like 9 ounces when he was born. But this fit him for about a week, and he's born in September, so it was starting to get cold. It was kind of cold, I guess, at the time. No, I'm lying. It was humid when I came out of the hospital. It was gross. But yeah, but in my house, since I have the AC high up, I mean really like low, this is what I had done for him. Sorry. I'm swatting away a bug. So yeah, this is like my crocheting stuff. I hate that lighting this way. So I just wanted to show you some of the stuff that I have, since I really don't have that much to talk about. I'm sure I talked enough. I'm looking at him because he's playing with the curtain. So that's it for my knitting and crocheting stuff. I mean, there's really not much I could show. That's about it. Oh, I have this one here. This is the same person that dyed the one for my shawl. This is another color. This is the same type of yarn. I'm thinking if I finish that whole skein of yarn on the shawl and I still want to make it bigger, I'm gonna use this one. So there's that. Yeah, that's it. That's it for my knitting and crocheting. I'm probably gonna do another podcast, so if you want to go look at that one. I know I keep saying I'm gonna make my personal vlogs, so I don't talk about stuff like you know, my personal stuff on here, and I don't do it, but today I do have time. See, my baby's quiet, so I'm gonna go do that. So have fun knitting and crocheting and creating. If you have any suggestions, if you have any comments, if you have anything, let me know in the comments below. I'd say send me a message, private message, but honestly, like, YouTube doesn't notify you. Even if you put a comment, like, it takes a few days for me to actually get notified that there's a comment. And if you comment on my last video, thank you for commenting. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It helps me. It motivates me. Like I said before, getting lots of views motivates me. I don't have that many since I am starting. And probably some people are like, oh, she talks too much and it's senseless. But sorry, it'll get better. I always say that, and they don't, but they will. So happy knitting, happy crocheting, have fun.